Hello, welcome back to another mini build, set 6890 this time. One I've had in the collection for a number of years. So let's get into it. 100 pieces in this set. We have taken it apart and give it a good clean, so that this set in particular was quite dusty. So we've stripped it all down and given it a thorough clean. I have to say, with this one, it seems to have done, the white pieces seem to have done better than some of the other pieces. There is a little discoloration on a few of them, but it's not too bad, to be fair. Some of the pieces in previous episodes have been quite badly discoloured, but this seems to have held up pretty well in the loft. As I say, it just really needed a good clean, and we did that with literally just some warm, not red hot, just warm soapy water, and one of the green sort of scourer spongy things you get from the supermarket. Just lightly brushed. You can probably see a little of the discoloration of that base there on the model itself. But overall, I think, unless you're looking for that specifically, that you probably, you know, when the thing is together, you probably wouldn't notice that all that much. So we're starting off here by building the mini vehicle that our little spaceman is going to sit inside of, and as you'll see later on in the build, this will come out of the actual spacecraft itself. Again, no box for this, so if there we go, and that's the first stage. If anybody has any knowledge of where to get any boxes from for any of this, please drop a comment down below, because again, this is unfortunately another one that I don't have a box for. Ironically, as I have got older, we now keep the boxes, which we didn't do back in the day. We sort of got the model kit, and as soon as we could, we ripped the box apart to get into it, and built the model up. Hence why we have no boxes. However, having said that, that's not going to stop us building this kit. But if anybody does know of where there's a box without a set, or a box in need of a set, please drop a comment down below, and you know, providing the price is right, you know, I would be interested in acquiring some boxes. So that's the first stage again. I think the white is looking particularly clean on this particular set. I'm quite pleased with how it's cleaned up. I think I have got some white Lego. I refer to the Saturn V rocket that we've got in my eldest son's room. I think we had that around about 2018 or something like that, and the white on that has not held up nearly as well on the newer Lego as it did on this older stuff. This has really done well, this particular set. I've got another set with some white on that's not fared as well. So okay, that's the first stage, and now we've got the second stage. I think I've mentioned it in previous videos that, you know, I just love the simplicity of the plans on these early sets. They really are just a joy to work off. You can just throw it together relatively quickly. Again, just one more piece, and you know, just like that, brilliantly, and then that one piece there has suffered, almost as though it was from another set, which it isn't, but strange how some of it's fared better than others. Maybe it's the location it was sitting on the model when it was produced, but I think for myself personally, that these models, the blue and yellow with the grey, and these early sort of blue and white ones, were some of the best. I do have, or did have, if I can find it, still in the loft somewhere, one of the very early light and sound ones. Whether or not we've still got that, or we can lay our hands on it, and whether or not, sort of, after all these years, whether some of the light and sound would still work, I do not know, but I think it'd be interesting to see how they've held up, because there was quite a lot of white in those particular sets, and I think also I would like to get a hold of some of the more up to date. I say up to date, it's probably about 35 years old now. some of the more up-to-date space Lego, when they started moving into the different colour schemes and things like that, and sort of put in a few luminous pieces on there. There's always interesting Lego and colourful Lego. But as I said, these particular ones are my favourite, these early ones. Just the fact that, you know, they were so simple, and well, they could take you anywhere really, couldn't they? These models, and you know, hours of fun. It's interesting to me as well, having done some of the newer Lego, how the build techniques have changed over the years and have sort of really become very different. Even the simplest of models nowadays has quite complex instructions and different build aspects to them, which for me was quite interesting. The first piece of Lego that I did was the Saturn V that is in my eldest son's room, and the build quality, sorry, the build on that was supremely different to how these were built. Far more complicated, you know, different building methods, and how it was constructed, and very interesting, but also in their own right quite complicated as well. Whereas these much simpler models sometimes I think are more fun. You can see probably when I was a kid where I used that piece quite a few times and probably bitting it off with my teeth. These were in the sort of days before you had the little tool that they now put in the packet, the little orange tools, to help you take the Lego apart. Back when I was a kid, it was literally a case of just, you know, biting these things off with your teeth, in general. So you can see we built this before because that little piece is together. We go back onto there for that. And then we've got this little back piece, which is going to clip on to there. And we've got our aerial brackets, which are just going to clip onto the top there. We always had to have some red and green light. Okay, and the aerial clips into there. Those pieces were genius back in the day, those little clip brackets. And there we have our main ship. And as you can see, this little guy lifts up here, and our pilot and his little speeder bike slot into there. Catch goes down, and there we are, the complete ship. I think my pilot's quite sitting right in there, but there we have it. Pilot can come out this way, yeah, or we can just lift the flap and remove our speeder bike from the back. Again, wonderfully simple plans, quick build, 5 to 10 minutes, and we're done. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you in the next one.